So there's been protests going on in Iran, which have turned very deadly, and it's been reported by all the major news outlets. Oh, the government is mowing down citizens, etc., etc. Some details you might not know about these protests, in quotes, is that they've actually unalived several police officers. Now, usually when you hear about police officers being unalived in a protest, that gives you an idea of what kind of protest this really is, because we all live in the West. The police take assaults on police very seriously. We can't have a protest here where, I live in the UK, can't even imagine a police officer losing their life at a protest. But in a place like Iran, which is meant to be like, oh my God, the total domination the state enjoys is absolute. No one has any power to do anything. The government can do whatever they want to you. I think in one state alone, I think around 27 police officers lost their lives. How much control does the state really have if the citizens can somehow make it so that they kill 27 police officers? Could you imagine that in America? America is meant to be the freest country in the world. Could you imagine a protest in America where 27 police officers lost their lives? Now, if that was to happen in America, let's say in some Chicago or some crazy state like that, 27 police officers. Remember, America has a bigger population than Iran. So if you adjust that down or adjust that upwards for America's population, that might be like, I don't know, 40-something police officers, or maybe a bit less than that, in one protest, or like in over the span of a few days. Would you call that a protest? Would you say like, oh, America's people are just protesting peacefully? Is that what you'd call that? Like democracy, they just want their rights back. Iran has already been accusing the Mossad and all these other nefarious agencies of trying to topple their country, and I'm not gonna lie, I believe them. If you think about the way the whole thing played out, after Trump did what he did in Venezuela, you had renewed calls, you had the Shah, the crown prince guy running around saying, oh my God, we're ready to take power in Iran. You had Trump say, oh, if Iran doesn't stop killing protesters, I'm gonna have to go in there and do some bombing, I'm guessing, which is gonna probably kill more civilians. Obviously, Israel is a country that wants regime change in Iran. No one else wants it. Only Israel does. And they're going to drag the United States along with them. So it makes sense that the only people that will benefit from the whole thing getting out of control is Israel. If Iran was just being threatened by the US saying, if you don't get this under control or stop, attacking protesters, we're going to come in and do stuff. Why would Iran want to escalate the situation? Also, if you actually live in these countries, the other thing that doesn't get reported is like, everyone talks about this fight for freedom, democracy, all that kind of stuff. Even if you live in countries that are like extremely, unstable and nonsense. Like I'm from Nigeria. We had the protest, the End SARS movement and stuff like that. I promise you, even in that kind of situation where some people wanted revolution, no one wanted to